Today is Friday, March 13th, 2026. Welcome to This Week in Natural Refrigerants News, where we recap the top stories on naturalrefrigerants.com. This podcast is generated and read by artificial intelligence and may contain errors. We're your hosts, AT and MO, and the articles for today's podcast were organized by naturalrefrigerants.com's managing editor and written by its writers. You can find links to each article in the show notes.
It's been a pretty fascinating week for system optimization.
Absolutely. Imagine trying to squeeze a massive machine room into half its size and actually saving tens of thousands of dollars doing it.
It's impossible, right?
Right. But shrinking footprints while boosting power was a huge theme at the Atmosphere Latam event in Bogota.
Oh, for sure. Look at Icon's distribution center in Monterey. Migrating to a CO2 system saved them $31,600 a year.
Wow.
And the kicker, they shrank their machine room by 2.5 times. Plus, Walmart Costa Rica built the region's largest transcritical CO2 facility, getting a 19% energy savings.
It's wild. Cutting space by 2.5 times really comes down to fluid dynamics. CO2 has an incredibly high volumetric cooling capacity compared to legacy synthetics.
Right.
It's like trading a bulky minivan for a sleek motorcycle, but somehow getting way better mileage. You're using smaller pipes, smaller compressors.
Which is exactly why we're seeing that high-density capacity trickling down into small-format retail now.
Right.
Like Hill Phoenix's next-gen Flex Mini.
Built by Advancer, right.
Yeah, it's a transcritical CO2 rack tailored for small stores utilizing low-pressure ejectors.
But smaller stores rarely have facility teams on standby. I saw 85% of these racks use Charge Secure. How crucial is that, like, during a power outage?
Oh, very. CO2 systems operate at really high pressures, which climb during an outage. Traditionally, they just, vent refrigerant to avoid bursting.
Requiring an expensive contractor to recharge it later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Charge Secure is a tiny, independent auxiliary condensing unit running on backup power. It cools the receiver tank, actively holding pressure below that relief point.
So it's active preservation. That's smart. That same focus on packaging serious power brings us to Trane's expanded R290 propane line.
Right. They introduced the FLX NHP, which is modular up to 125 kilowatts, and the ARISE NHP, a packaged unit hitting 230 kilowatts.
And the performance is striking. They hit, 77 degrees Celsius outlet temps, even at -20 ambient?
Yes, with ATEX certified leak management built right in.
See, pulling that heat from sub-zero air is impressive. But is a 230 kilowatt propane unit a dimensional headache for contractors doing retrofits?
You definitely think so, but Trane engineered the ARISE NHP to bypass that. Propane's thermodynamic properties are just so excellent that internal components don't need massive upsizing.
Oh, so it just matches traditional HFC dimensions.
Exactly. It's a really straightforward swap.
Super convenient. Speaking of optimizing physics, we have fresh U.S. field test results on Danfoss's HP multi-ejector.
Paired with parallel compression.
Yeah.
The data on this shows a 21% cut in energy use compared to traditional CO2 boosters.
21%.
Yeah. Savings kick in at just 50 degrees Fahrenheit, actively cutting compressor cycling by 47%.
For anyone wondering how an ejector magically cuts mechanical cycling in half, picture a highway on-ramp. You take the fast-moving fluid from the gas cooler.
Like the main highway traffic.
Right. Blasting it through the nozzle creates a low-pressure zone that literally pulls the slower suction gas, the merging traffic, into the flow.
Like race cars drafting off one another to save fuel.
Yes. You use kinetic energy to pre-compress the suction gas. You're doing mechanical work for free.
Which means the main compressors have far less load. They don't run as often, preserving the equipment's lifespan.
Taking that thermodynamic optimization to the extreme limit brings us to Hamilton Storage.
They transitioned their BIOS automated line for -80 degrees Celsius biobanking entirely to natural refrigerants.
Utilizing a cascade system.
Yes. CO2 stepping down to R290, then stepping down to R170 or ethane, yielding up to 75% energy savings over manual freezers.
75% is incredible, but dropping to -80 takes serious work, and biological samples are priceless. What about redundancy?
Every single chest freezer has a dedicated liquid nitrogen auxiliary connection.
Oh, bypassing the mechanical cascade entirely if things go wrong.
Exactly. Completely bulletproof.
It makes you wonder if a 3-stage ethane cascade hits 75% savings at -80 Celsius.
How long until it completely phases out synthetics in all ultra-low industrial processes?
Exactly. Definitely something for you to keep an eye on.
Absolutely.
This is AT and MO, and this has been the Week in Natural Refrigerant News.